Troy, what's wrong, man?
Someone in this company keeps taking the last cup of coffee and then they don't refill the pot.
That's super frustrating, man. I know, but you gotta calm down. Just tone it down. Remember we talked about yesterday? Just deep breath.
If nobody in this company is listening to the rules, why should I?
This ever happen to you? In the workplace, you often have to navigate situations that can leave you scratching your head, looking for a new job, or booking an emergency therapist appointment, which is why I developed my rules for surviving corporate America. It's kind of like an Office Playbook. Patent pending because the government refuses to return my calls and emails. But for this situation, I recommend Rule 37. The best way to end your coworker's tantrum is through the art of distraction. You're right. You know the Knicks traded Brunson last night?
What?
Yeah, last night. It was like middle of the night. Crazy.
No, that sounds like a smart decision, and the Knicks are not good at making smart decisions.
That's exactly what I said. But, you know, speaking of smart decisions, how about you with that Gunderson account yesterday? You saved the whole presentation. Throwing in a compliment is always a good idea, even if it's bullshit.
All he did was sneeze, and I said, bless you.
Exactly. It shows that you cared. And attention to detail.
Yeah, I care, unlike a lot of people in this company.
You know, how about you go lead a training? Workplace etiquette's the do's and don'ts? I would sign up. I think you'll be great at that.
Like a PowerPoint?
Exactly like a PowerPoint.
I mean, there is a new PowerPoint style that I've really been wanting to try.
Really?
And let's face it, a guy like you could learn a lot from a guy like me.
Absolutely. So how about you go do that? I'll take this.
Before I go, I think you and I should write a Slack message to the whole company.
Dope.
About the lack of self-respect around here that nobody has! You know what? If I can't have coffee, no one can!
Damn. I gotta start to remember to refill that thing. At least I got my coffee. It's fresh.
So Wade, how's your latest project going?
I'm hoping I can nail down the Johansson deal by Friday.
Good luck with that.
Wait. What do you know?
Nothing.
We've all met one. The coworker that knows the best conference room to book, the biggest HR snitches to avoid, and the intel that you need to land the biggest deal of the year, but they won't tell you. It's a power trip. And hey, I get it. Secrets are fun. Like that one time in Tampa, sophomore year spring break, where I had to... Never mind. I don't know you guys like that. But I do know Sandra, and I have quarterly goalposts to sail through. So it's time for Rule 19. Don't negotiate with gatekeepers. Well, in that case, I will go prep for my call with Johansson's assistant.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Really? Why is that?
No reason. Just a feeling.
It's all about the dance with these people. Your desperation for the carrot they're dangling is like heroin, and they're gonna string you along for as many fixes as possible. Unless you can beat them at their own game. Feeling. Sometimes I get those feelings too. And boy, was I right about that new hire in finance.
Wait, well, what about the new hire in finance?
It's not a big deal. It's nothing you gotta worry about.
Well, about the Johansson thing, he didn't like our last pitch deck. I heard him talking about it on the phone afterward.
Wow. Well, in that case, I will go prep and show his team our backups. Thanks, Sandra.
Sandra, yeah. But what about the new guy in finance?
Oh, he's allergic to shellfish. Have a good one.
Allergic to shellfish. Is that code or something? Maybe from his last company.
So I think I clinched the Johansson deal. His team liked our second pitch. He even laughed at one of my slides. I used a meme of this cat, and it had a little... Never mind. They liked it.
Sounds like the second pitch is what we should have used in the first place.
I agree. Hopefully we'll get it right the next time.
In this office, we get things right every time.
Sure.
Now, where was the breakdown? Who's responsible?
Tricky situation here with a couple of options. 1, be vague. I'm not sure it was a team decision, blah, 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 blah. Or 2, tell the truth. Because it definitely was Troy. He said he would quit and change all of our Slack passwords if we didn't go with his idea. And I don't doubt the guy. But he's not in IT, so I don't know how he would change our passwords. But he's crazy, which is why we kind of conceded to his threat. Which is why I also came up with Rule 24. Snitch responsibly. Dang, it was such a long time ago, I don't really remember what the issue.
Wade, you remember Poland's domestic interest rates from Q3 4 years ago.
So I watch CNBC sometimes. Can a brother have a hobby?
You know, you could be our next team lead.
Me? Really?
You have the talent and discernment we need, but management means hard decisions and the willingness to be honest even when it's not popular. You understand.
A promotion? For snitching? Sounds pretty responsible to me. I got a 401k to look out for. Yeah, it was Troy, 100%. His fault. He did it. So about that promotion, though, I have some really good ideas that I think...
I have a meeting.
You want me to just... I'll email you about the promotion. Because I got some really great ideas that I think will really implement in this business. Because, whoever running this joint ain't running it really good, so... See you tomorrow.
Did you finish the Miller report yet?
Hi, Sandra.
Sandra.
Right. Yeah, I submitted it.
Great, then you can help me with Cassie's baby shower. What do you think the theme should be?
Baby? Wait, Cassie's pregnant?
You can do better than that.
Well, I didn't know workplace baby showers needed a theme. Let alone I'll be the one planning it.
Well, you're not really doing anything important right now.
All I wanted was 5 minutes to myself to scroll and not think about deliverables. But you let your guard down for 1 second and bam! You're voluntold for something new that you're definitely not trained for. Which is why I came up with Rule 43. How to pass on the project. Deny, deny, deny. Well, Bill's got me researching new markets and I'm super busy. I just have to, stay up to date with everything.
Oh, well, don't worry. I'll let Bill know that this is now your top priority.
Step 2. Flattery is your friend. Yeah, but I feel like he would do a much better job than me. You know what colors go with right outfits? I mean, look what you're wearing. And if all else fails, there's step 3. Play dumb. Like, really dumb. You know what? I do have the bandwidth for it. And I was thinking for the theme, we should do post-apocalyptic.
Huh?
Yeah, everyone can come dressed for the zombie outbreak. We can play guess the pandemic, try to figure out how the baby would survive the virus. I think it'd be really fun.
You know what? I think that I am able to take this on.
Really?
And just handle it. But you know what, really? Wade? I thank you for your enthusiasm.
That's what I'm here for. Mm-hmm. Didn't want to do it anyways. I'm thinking we should go bold for that presentation with Conley.
In what way?
2 words. American typewriter.
Gross. I'm allergic to that font.
You know, you hate on serifs way too much.
And you hate on good taste too much.
Differences of opinions. Sometimes they're trivial, sometimes they're life and death. Like font choices. How do you navigate that? Especially with coworkers that you don't actually hate. Enter my rule 12. Know when to hold them and when to fold them. All right, well, what's your big idea?
Calibri. Neutral background, clean, sleek, dynamic.
Oh, sorry. I had no idea how fast I could fall asleep until just now.
What's wrong with it?
It's the equivalent of water is wet. It's been done a million times.
Well, if it ain't broke.
Yeah, visionaries tend to stick to rigid formulas, don't they? I found sarcasm to be a pretty effective holding tool. Used responsibly.
I'm not trying to be a visionary, I'm trying to hit my targets. Besides, if the content of our words are on point, the style shouldn't matter.
You do know that argument works for me too, right? I mean, I'm just saying.
Fine, okay? We can use your stupid font if I get to pick the transitions.
No, absolutely not.
Yes. Full-on Star Wars style screen wipes. Now that's bold.
Sometimes you're backed into a folding moment, and that's okay. You'll get them next time. And by next time, I mean 10 minutes before the presentation starts, when you fix all the slides in the bathroom stall. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. I'll agree with that. Negotiations have stalled with Johansson. He has to up our budget if he wants us to hit those new numbers.
That'll never happen. Greg Johansson's favorite pastime is haggling. He had a cash bar at his daughter's wedding.
It's tacky, but not unheard of.
He made people pay for water.
Yikes.
If we give him pushback now, he is going to jump ship to Perlman and spill our secrets. You two have to find a way to make this work.
Don't you just love when your manager gives you an impossible task? Yeah, me neither. Next time you find yourself in a lose-lose scenario, courtesy of a manager who refuses to listen, remember Rule 64. They're not the painter, you are. So paint the picture for them. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that.
We can?
Yeah, we'll just make sure that Johansson knows that he's the boss.
Well, he's the client.
And we'll make sure that we meet all the extra demands with the original team, which means significant overtime. So you may want to figure in an extra year-end bonus. We got the budget for that, right?
I'm not sure about that.
If you want to keep the team on board for this, they're gonna need more than a pizza party.
And it'll have to be permanent too, because we all know Johansson loves to talk. He's probably at the driving range right now, bragging about pulling one over on us.
Every client is going to up their demands and lower their budget.
You did it for Greg, why can't you do it for me?
Maybe they'll start to question whether we're even worth hiring.
And within 2 years, we're cold calling every business in the city trying to get new accounts.
Our profits? Down the drain. Our reputation trashed.
All because we didn't stand up one time. And then, once you finish your masterpiece and step back to let them admire it, here's the key. Let them think that they created it. You know, if only we had someone willing to stand up to Johansson. Someone with that type of foresight would be destined for C-suite.
I'll handle it.
Are you sure, sir? We wouldn't want you to feel backed into a corner.
No, this is about principle. This is a tough lesson, but I am willing to be the example for you to learn from. I've got this.
It's very kind of you, sir. Works every time.